Now, after refraction, I think the very interesting part is the production of spectrum. As you know that it is called dispersion. Dispersion, that means if we consider the sunlight, this sunlight actually not a single color light, it is composed of several colors. Very popularly it is known as Vipji. That means when the sunlight is splitted, then it gives all these colors. This is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. But problem is that you cannot get sunlight all the time, and in the classroom especially, if you want to see the what is a spectrum, the best available device nowadays is available is the LED torch. But problem is that in almost all books they say that you take a torch, strong torch, and take the prism and place this torch inclined so that you get some picture which is actually there is no spectrum. Only you see on the left hand side there is some bluish, on the right hand side some yellowish patch. Why it is so, we shall discuss it later on. But actually let me discuss now also. The thing is that when a torch is glowing, you are sending a huge beam of light. Now the function of a prism is that it splits the color for every ray. This ray goes there and it is splitted into red and violet. Actually the lower part is the violet and the upper part is red. That means each ray, which consists of all these 7 colors, this is splitted into red and violet. Similarly, the ray which is falling at this point, I am considering the whole beam of light. So when it comes over here, it also gives a red and also a violet. So you see, the central part of this is overlapping. That means when all this color overlap in certain region, that becomes white. And that is why when you are trying to see the spectrum with a LED torch through a prism, you only see white at the center and slight reddish or yellowish part on the right, and left there is some little bit of bluish part. Then what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to take a very thin beam of light. That means you have to place a slit, very narrow slit, so that a very narrow beam goes there. And what happens when this narrow beam goes there, not only that it is narrow, we have to focus it. That means what you do, we take a convex lens first, then the torch is here somewhere, here the torch is here, and this ray is focused on a screen. That means thing is that if I draw it again, that this is the torch light and the beam, it is falling on a lens, and there is a small slit through which the ray of light is focused on a screen. If you consider this is a screen, then you get a focused strip like this. Now if you place the prism from the top, if you see that if you press the prism here, then it will be splitted, and what you get, you will get the spectrum, all the 4 colors. Here is the arrangement. This torch has a slit, I will show it later. I have arranged it, so later on I will show. 2 blades are used to produce the slit, and this is a convex lens which focused on this part, I think it is very difficult in this lighted room. Now another condition is that when you place the prism, the spectrum will be formed somewhere else. That means spectrum will be formed from the direct beam at an angle. But the condition is that the focus beam should be on the screen. So now I am going to place the prism so that it is at an inclined state and it will come some other place. And if we consider some white paper, then if we go on looking at this, then at some point we will be able to see the spectrum. Yeah, I got it. Okay, I can see it. But thing is that the spectrum should be on this screen at the same place. So what I do, I just rotate this. I just rotate the entire system so that the spectrum is now coming on this side. The spectrum is formed, but it is very light because the room is very much lighted. Here is the spectrum. The video part we can see, but this is very light. If we put out the light, then you will see that on the left hand side there is indigo, blue, yellow, orange, all this. So let us switch off the light, then you can see that. But first remember this arrangement, you got to have a narrow beam of light. Then you have to focus it with the help of the lens. Then what happens, if you focus it with the help of a lens, then you get a point on the screen. The lens is focusing on a point. And when spectrum is produced, the red is focused somewhere here and the violet is focused somewhere here. This is focused. This is violet focused to this point, this is red focused to the one, and all other colors are in a reverse order you get on the screen. So this is your spectrum by simple using ordinary LED torch and a convex lens and a prism. This does not cost much because this prism is not very perfect quality. As you see, there is a round shape. That is because neither the lens nor the prism is of very high quality. But we don't mind because we have to learn what is happening, what is dispersion. So from this discussion you understand that you yourself can produce a spectrum in the classroom, or you can ask your teachers to do it, so you can enjoy this. Thank you.